My client Carol is 80 years young, and a few months ago, her family took a trip to San Francisco. And if you've ever been there, you know that that city is nothing but hills and stairs. And Carol climbed every single one of them. She didn't slow down, she didn't ask for help, and she didn't think twice about it. But 2 years ago, oh man, she couldn't even make it up a flight of stairs without stopping halfway, without grabbing the railing, and then wondering if she should just turn around. So what changed? Just 3 phases, 3 simple exercises done at home with no gym and no equipment. And that's what I'm going to be walking you through today in this video. And if stairs have become something that you avoid, and if you take the elevator when you used to take the steps, if you rearrange your entire day so that way you don't have to go upstairs, this video is for you. Now I should tell you who I am and why you should listen. And I've been a certified personal trainer for over 20 years, and I've worked with hundreds of men and women over the age 50, in person, hands-on, and online. And Carol isn't my only client who's gotten results like this. I've watched people in their 60s, their 70s, and 80s go from being afraid to move to doing things that their doctors didn't think were possible. And everything I'm about to show you comes from 20 years of watching what actually works with real people. So let me explain what's actually happening in your body, because once you understand this, everything makes sense. After about age 60, your muscles start shrinking slowly. The medical term is sarcopenia. But forget the word, okay, for a second. Here's what matters most. A major review published in the Journal of Age and Aging found that after 30, your body loses 3 to 8% of its muscle mass every decade. Not every year, every decade. But that sounds manageable, right? But here's the part that most people miss after the age 60, because that same research found that your muscles after the age 60 lose strength, and it drops 3% every year, not decade, every year. And strength matters more than size whenever it comes to stairs. You don't notice it at first. You're still walking, you're still getting around, you're still doing your thing, but strength loss is sneaky. It's like a slow leak in a tire. Everything feels fine initially until one day you hit a hill and realize, man, your tires are flat. And that hill is usually stairs, because stairs demand more from your legs than almost anything else that you do day to day. They need strength, balance, and control, especially as you're going down. And when that strength has quietly began dropping 3% a year for a few years, those stairs are where you feel it first. But here's the good news. This is reversible, okay? Your muscles don't care how old you are. They respond to work. And if you ask them to get stronger, they will. And one thing before we start, okay? I say this to every client that I work with. And if you're beginning a new exercise program, talk to your doctor first, okay? You can even bring this video to them and show them the exercises and get their okay, so that way we're good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Phase 1, I call this the power chair rise. This is where everything starts. And I start every single client here, whether you're 55 or 85, because this one move targets the exact muscles that push you up a staircase. So here's the setup. Find a sturdy chair, okay? A kitchen chair, a dining chair, something that's not going to slide on you, okay? Go ahead and sit towards the edge with your feet flat on the floor, slightly behind your knees. That foot position is very important because it puts the work in the right place. Now, tilt forward just slightly from your hips. Think nose over toes. And then I want you to stand up. Then sit back down slowly, okay? Don't drop into the chair. I want you to control the way down. That slow sit back down is where the real strength gets built. It's the same kind of muscle work your legs do whenever you're going down the stairs, And that's usually the part that people struggle with the most. Now, if this is hard, and that's fine, okay? Use the armrest. There's nothing wrong with that. But each week, try using them a little bit less. One hand instead of two, maybe your fingertips instead of a full grip, then no hands at all. That's progress, and you're feeling it. Now, here's what I don't want you to do, okay? Don't rock forward to get that momentum. I see this all the time. People launch themselves out of the chair like they're being ejected. That's your body's way of cheating, and cheating is using momentum instead of muscle. So make sure you slow it down, okay? And don't let your knees cave in. We want to keep them pointed in the same direction as your toes. And then make sure you breathe. Breathe out as you stand up. And a lot of people hold their breath without even realizing it. So make sure you're keeping that air flowing. Start with 5 reps, okay? Twice a day, once in the morning and then once in the evening. And when you can do 10 smooth repetitions without using your hands, you're ready for the next phase. And listen, I had a client who was 74 years old who started doing this, who needed both hands on the armrest every single time. Then 6 weeks later, he was standing up, holding his morning coffee. His wife asked me, hey, what did you do to him? I said, I didn't do anything. The chair did the work. He just showed up. Phase number 2, the step power press. Now, this is where it starts to feel different on the actual stairs. Phase 1, what we did was we woke up the muscles, okay? Phase 2 teaches them to push the way that we need them to push on a real step. And I'm gonna show you something I call the 3-2-1 method. It's the exact technique that helped Carol go from struggling on stairs to walking through San Francisco. I need you to find a single step. The bottom of your staircase works, or if you don't have stairs, a thick book or a sturdy platform about 4 inches in height will do. And make sure you have something stable nearby, okay? Like a railing, a wall, or a countertop for balance if you need it. Now, here's how it works. 3 seconds, okay? The setup. Stand facing your step with your feet hip width apart. Stand tall, okay? Get those shoulders back. And this posture matters because it puts your body in the strongest position to push. Now, for 2 seconds, the power press. I want you to place your strong foot fully on the step. Now, press down through your heel, not through your toes, okay? Through your heel, and think about pressing a footprint into wet sand. That heel press activates the big muscles in the back of your leg, your glutes, and your hamstrings. And those are your power muscles for the stairs. And then 1 second, the rise. Push through that heel, bring your other foot up, quick and lightly, okay? And then you have the 3-2-1, set up, press, and rise. And the timing matters most, okay? Because most people rush the setup and the press. They want to get to the top of that step as fast as possible, but those first 5 seconds are where the strength gets built. So keep your chest up, your eyes forward, not down, okay? Because looking down is gonna throw your balance off. And I need you to squeeze your glutes as you push up, and then that's where your power center is. And breathe out on that push every single time. Now, the mistakes I see on this, 1, pushing off with that back foot instead of driving through the front heel. That back foot should be quiet, okay? All the work comes from the leg that's on the step. And don't let your knees cave inward. Keep it tracking over your second toe as you step up. And start with 5 on each leg. When that feels controlled and smooth, then add a few more reps. But don't jump ahead, okay? I need you to master this one before you move on. One of my clients, Richard, he's 82 years young, used this technique for a few weeks. And he went from avoiding stairs completely to choosing them, and his wife, Nora, couldn't believe it, and neither could he. Now we get to the phase 3, the dynamic step master. Now, this is where everything comes together, okay? Phase 1, we gave you the foundation. Phase 2, we gave you the push. And phase 3 is gonna make it automatic. So when you walk up to a staircase, you don't even think about it. Your body just knows what to do. Now, using the same step or platform you used before clear some space around you, okay? Have something stable nearby. And here's what we're adding: direction changes. Up till now, you've been stepping straight forward. That's great, that's okay. But real stairs aren't always straight ahead. You turn corners, you step sideways or around someone, you adjust on uneven steps. So we're gonna practice 3 directions. Forward step ups, the one you already know. Step up, control down. This is your bread and butter, okay? Okay, then comes the side step ups. Stand sideways to the step. Step up with the closest foot, okay, that's to the step, and then I need you to bring the other foot up. Step back down with control, because this builds lateral stability, the kind that keeps you steady when you need to turn on a landing. Next, we have diagonal step ups. I need you to stand at a 45-degree angle to the step. This is the closest thing to a real stair climbing, because stairs usually have a railing on one side and open space on the other. And your body has to stabilize in a slightly awkward position. That's the point. So when you step down in any direction, okay, imagine you're stepping onto eggshells. That's the level of control I want, okay? No stomping, no dropping, smooth and deliberate. And if you feel wobbly on the side or diagonal steps, just start with the forward only, okay? There's no rush. Add the other directions whenever the forward feels solid. 5 reps in each direction, rest between each direction, and then do that twice a day. And here's what to watch for as you progress. Week 1, the movements are gonna feel controlled, but you're thinking about every step. And then week 2, you start feeling more confident, okay? And less wobble. In week 3, it starts to flow. Now you're not counting anymore. And then week 4, it's automatic. You walk up to the stairs and you just go. That's what happened with Carol. And that's what happened with Richard. And that's what I've watched happen with hundreds of clients over the past 20 years. The exercises are simple, but simple isn't the same as easy. Simple means you can do them, okay? Anywhere, every day, without needing a trainer, a gym, or special equipment. Now, I want to tell you something that matters more than any exercise, okay? The biggest thing that stops people from getting stronger on the stairs isn't weakness. It's the story they tell themselves about weakness. They say things like, oh, I'm just too old for this, or my knees are too far gone, or I've missed a week, so what's the point of even starting over again? And I hear these from clients all the time. And I'm going to tell you the same thing that I tell them. You're not too old, okay? Carol is 80 years old. Richard is 82. They both started exactly where you are right now. Your knees, they're not too far gone. They just need the right kind of work in the right order. That's what these 3 phases give you, okay? And missing a week doesn't erase anything. Just pick it back up. Your muscles remember a lot more than you think. So 5 reps on the chair rise, 5 reps on the step press, and then 5 reps in each direction on the step master. And that's it. You can do all of them in that order in under 10 minutes. Tomorrow morning before your first cup of coffee. So let me bring it all together so you truly understand this. 3 phases, okay? 3 exercises, all at home, all with the chair in 1 step. Phase 1, we have the power chair rise. That builds the foundation, strengthens the muscles that pushes you up and control you going down. Phase 2 is the step power press, okay? Remember the 3-2-1 method that teaches you how to drive through your legs like a real step, and then power and control. Then phase 3, the dynamic step master, that's 3 directions, okay? That makes stair climbing automatic, so it stops you from thinking, but gets you start moving. Now, here's what I want you to do this week, okay? Starting with phase 1 only. I need you to do 5 reps twice a day. That's it. Don't jump into phase 2 yet. I need you to set the foundation first. And when phase 1 feels smooth, then you move to phase 2 and then phase 3. And I need you to follow that order, okay? And you'll be surprised at how fast the stairs start feeling totally different. And if this helps you, I want you to hit subscribe, okay? Because I'm putting out weekly videos on how to stay strong, mobile, and independent after 50. So drop a comment below and tell me, when's the last time that stairs made you think twice? I read every single one of them, okay? And I'll answer your questions if you have any. Now, you just saw what happens when you train your legs for stairs, but stairs are only one part of the bigger picture, okay? Your bones need attention too, especially after 50. And I made a video of 3 proven methods to rebuild stronger bones at any age, okay? And I'll link to it right here with this video that's popping up, and I'll see you over there.